Hi guys, I'm your host of Street Mothers Podcast, Tiffany Jackson, and I'm back with another story, a short story about myself, and you're gonna want to listen to this one because it's about how I was shot in the head. But I'm gonna start out by taking y'all through the events that led up to it, as well as how it happened and what happened after. Okay, so if you've been following me, you guys know that I'm from a neighborhood, and our neighborhood is like one of the most hated in Little Rock, Arkansas. All right. For some reason, everybody hates us. They was kind of like at odds with another ally, actually. A hood that we always been cool with, but that didn't have nothing to do with me. I'm a female. We wasn't into it. The females wasn't into it with the females from their hood. We just, doing our thing. So this particular day, it was warm, sunny, nice day outside. My car was in the shop. I calls my homeboys. And they, I tell them, hey, I need to run up to the fun wash so I can go get these clothes out the dryer. My homeboy, he come get me. He pull up. This is normal. So like I said, I'm going to call them if I need a ride. So he pulls up. He picks me up, and we go on and go to fun wash. I was taking pictures in the bathroom. Thought I was real cute that day. And at the time, I was the itty bitty something. I'm still itty bitty, but I was really itty bitty then. Okay, but anyway, I'm in the bathroom taking pictures, doing my little thug thizzle. As we leave, we run into an accident. So we got to take a detour. So the detour route leads us to 12th Street. All right, so as we go down 12th Street, we noticed a group of guys standing on the right at this liquor store. Well, by the liquor store. They was at the barbershop. But, they was standing over there. And, at this time, everybody used to be hanging out in their hood. So where they supposed to be, But anyway, they up there chilling at the barbershop or whatever. And we look at them, and in the car, we laughing and talking. But we are talking about them, but we not talking bad about them. So one of my homeboys was just like, look at them niggas, he's like, oh, that's, whatchamacallit, he be down there on Asher, you know what I'm saying? So in the midst of that, I guess one of them threw up a finger sign or something. I don't know, because I didn't see any of it. So anyway, they was like, dang, he was like, F us. So my homeboy like, damn, let me go holler at him, because, he be straight when he be down there on our end. You know what I'm saying? So let me go holler at him. So we turn the car around. We go back up there. In the midst of us going back up there to holler at them, they having their little words or whatever they doing. I ain't paying no attention to that. I am, but I ain't. So I'm looking down, I'm just scrolling. I'm on social media or whatever. When I look up, I notice, I'm like, this nigga clutching. So I see another nigga walk up to him. They do they little whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? And then he come back over there and he doing his little move or whatever. So I'm telling my homeboy, I'm like, hey, let's move around. Little buddy clutching. One of them like, what's up? The other one like, what's up? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. So the glass is shattered. And I instantly dropped my head down. So when I dropped my head down, I was actually trying to duck. I never knew that I had got hit. So I ducked my head. And as I ducked my head, I started feeling blood just running. So I still wasn't scared, because I'm thinking I just got cut by glass. It didn't faze me. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm cut. I'm cut up. So I'm touching around. But as I'm touching around, now my face started feeling this burning sensation. And it was just burning. And it was just feeling like my face was on fire. So at this point, I know that this is just not being cut. I done been cut before. So I'm knowing that this is not being cut up. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing this, and I'm feeling around, and I'm touching everywhere. And as I'm touching, right here, I feel a big bulge. My head was like this big right here. And I'm like, I'm hit. So as I'm telling my homeboy I'm hit, one of my homeboys, he see I'm bleeding, but he don't want to face it. I'm like, call my folks, because keep in mind, I don't know if I'm finna die. I don't know what's finna go on with me, but I need my people to know what's going on. So I'm like, call my folks and let them know, you know what I'm saying? I'm shot in the head. So my homeboy that was driving, I'm like, take me to the hospital. This other homeboy with his retarded butt talking about take me to the hood so he can, well, take him to the hood so he can go get his thing. You ain't got it on you? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? He like, sister, I was just finna holler at the, ain't no hollering at him. Why we up here? You ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I was pissed about that. So me being me, and this is my homeboy, and I love him to this day, but he know I'm kind of like throwed off. So the whole time I'm shot, I'm cussing. You know what I'm saying? I'm cussing him out. So especially you talking about go to the hood, Nick, I'm shot in the head. We going to the hospital. So anyway, my other homeboy like, yeah, I'm going to the hospital, sis. We going to the hospital. I got quiet for a minute. So they didn't know what was going on. And this is the reason why my homeboy was getting cussed out. Because he kept on telling my folks when I'm saying call people, I think I'm shot. No, I know I'm shot. We pull up at the hospital. My homeboy that was driving, he like, I'm staying with you. So my other homeboy, he shoot off. He had to get what I had in my bra because I wasn't clean at the time. I was hustling. So he had to get that and he had to move around. And so in the midst of him doing all of that or whatever, I go on in the hospital and I get checked in. He like, sister, I ain't leaving you. But then when I start, the police start, messing with him or whatever, I'm like, you get on down. Because that's what they do. You pull up to the emergency room to bring your folks and here they is harassing you. Like, everybody don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, he move around or whatever. I tell him, yeah, God, I'm good. They rush me to the back. So when they get me to the back, I really don't remember after. I'm going to take y'all to the point to where I don't remember. So anyway, they started, I couldn't see y'all. So I had a gash in my eye from some glass that was stuck in my cornea like this. I had to have emergency eye surgery and all that. The eye was worse than the bullet. The bullet is still lodged in my head today. They can't remove it. It's laying up against my skull, but it's not penetrating my skull. It's laying under the muscle up against the skull. So I'm assuming when we was pulling off and it pulled me from the back up to the front, that's how I got shot because it went in, it's in like this and it's just laying there. So anyway, as I'm on the gurney or whatever, I feel them cutting off my clothes. They touching my body, trying to make sure I'm not hit anywhere else. I never even knew that I got grazed on the thigh. I got grazed as well. So as they were checking, they was like, yeah, it's one right here on the thigh and this, that, another. Okay, so after all of that, my cousin, they let him in the room. So he take pictures. I don't know he done took pictures, but he take pictures or whatever in a little video. So as they trying to figure out what they gonna do because they know that this bullet is in the position that they cannot remove it. They don't want to remove it. So because look at me, it ain't really bothering me. I have a few little complications, but I really don't. So they like, let me just leave this alone. But the worst part of the injury was my eye. Okay, so they rushed me out to get x-rays and everything. They saw that I had bullet fragments on this side of my face. The bullet lodged in. They showed me my x-rays. So I got a chance to see that once I could see again. Because keep in mind, this whole time, I'm cautious, but I can't see. I can't open my eyes because glass is embedded in my eyeballs. So after I had surgery and they removed as much glass as they could because some of it was so deep and some of the fragments were so deep, they told me eventually they'll work themselves out. I went to sleep and when I woke up in recovery, I remember being wheeled out to recovery to the house. So when I got home, all my folks was there, including the homeboy that, had, really was initially in the altercation with the guy. So, he handed me a wad of money because, he handled my business or whatever, and he sat over there with me. They made sure I was good. My homegirls, everybody was there, because I was like high, actually, They had me doped up on so much stuff. I was talking to folks that I don't even fool with. But I was talking to them. And when I realized that I was talking to them, I'm like, bitch, if I'd have knew that I was talking to you when I was high, bitch, I wouldn't have been talking to you. But anyway, you know, now I probably would have, because, you know, I'm grown. I ain't on that stuff anymore. But then I was still like a little bit thrown off. After then, you know, the guy who it was, he didn't even know that I was in the car. Like, didn't have nothing to do with me. Nobody knew I was in the car. He found out that I was in the car once I got hit, and the word started to spread who got hit. You know, and I kind of like, I really want to do something to you, but I know him. He really a genuine person. Like, you know, I'm torn. What do I do in this matter? Am I cool with him, or do I hate him? You know, I really don't know, because I know him, I know his people. It's like, it's crazy times right now, you know, with all this hood stuff going on. I'm in my transition of getting out, as well as I'm still me. So one night I was behind him, but he don't know I was behind him. But anyway, I was behind him, and I really had to think, like, what do I do in this situation? He don't see me, but I see him, and I'm behind him. So this was a struggle, y'all, because now I'm battling with the old me versus the new me. But remember, I'm in my transition of changing. So I'm sitting there, and I'm having all type of mixed emotions, because I'm mad. At the same time, you know, the ball was in my court. So I'm watching them. In one ear, it's like, get off. And then in the other ear, it's like, let it go. So that was the battle that I was having within myself. I just was like, okay, let me just kind of like take this all in, because I'm looking, I'm like, he don't even notice that I'm behind him, though. You know? And so I had every opportunity to do something. Moral of the story is, guys, I let it go. Like I said, I was in my transition, and in my head, it wasn't that I was worried about the repercussions, because I wasn't, you know, but, you know, I do understand that, you know, like I told him before, God gave me a second chance, and he's giving you one. And who am I to take his second chance? Thank you for watching Street Mothers Podcast. Stay tuned for another short hood story from your girl, Tiffany Jackson.